Welcome to My Life and Coasters, where today I'm going to be building a Mack Rides multi-launch coaster in Planet Coaster. Now, as well as that, I'm going to be doing a lot more updates on my Alpine theme park. It's going to be a very big video. This one I've got a lot to get done. In my last video I did this massive log flume. I've got to do the station and queue line for that first. So that's one of the reasons this is going to be a massive video. Then I'm doing a whole roller coaster as well. And it's going to be the signature roller coaster at the park. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to build the queue line for the log flume, get straight into it. Going to go for this wooden path. I need a queue path, don't I? This one. Right, and let's just get building. Is this raised off the ground, the queue line? Where is it? Yeah, it is. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring some of the terrain up around it. Where is it? Here. So I'm just going to massively raise it up, and why I don't want to put the path in before doing terrain is because it leaves that horrible looking gap under there. So I'll quickly get rid of that path. Really starting to get used to Planet Coaster's controls now, because if you notice in my first one I was absolutely clueless with this game, but now I'm getting a lot quicker at it, especially with the terrain. I've used so much of that terrain tool. Right, I think if we pull the terrain up here, actually I do need to sort of have a bridge for the queue to go over the trough. Now I'm not too sure on how to build steps and stuff with the pathways, so for now I think I'm actually gonna raise it up, the terrain over this log flume trough, so just like this, make a bit of a tunnel. I can sort of send the queue line up and over that. So if we start to raise some of this as well, sort of a nice gradual path that can go up this way, then sort of back up there. So right, I need to raise this little bit, and then I need to drop it so it's not going to have the path tunneling through. If we decrease the size of that to maybe like 4 meters, 5 meters, that's fine. Now we can sort of make where the path's gonna go. It's a bit of trial and error though with the queue paths. I find the terrain is really easy to use until you're trying to put paths and stuff on top of it, and it can become a little bit harder. Like if that's too raised up, that won't work. So we'll flattened foundation on there. Yeah, that should be fine. Where is it? Paths now. Right, I'm going to pick this wooden one. Actually, has this one got matching railings? Alright, this one's fine. Will it go on there? That's paths, I need queue paths. Is that a big... Oh my god, can you see the ramp on there? Planet Coaster thinks that's okay, so I've got to change the terrain. Off to a slow start in this video, I know. I know if we use the chisel tool. There you go, I think that should be sort of gradual enough, and then we can pull some terrain up here. I'll do the first part of the queue path and I'll see you once I've done that. There we go. It was a bit of trial and error at first, but I figured it out in the end. Is it snapped to grid? No. It's seeming like it is. Oh, here we go. There we go, and I can curve it round now. And then now I want it to start going up the hill. I don't think I want steps in the queue line, as I want it nice and accessible, but I don't really want it to be too steep with the pathways either, so if I try to put this, so I know, use the chisel tool as I was trying there, then we'll just bring the pathway up. I think doing pathways that are raised up and ramps and stuff, that's where this game is quite hard. With the game I was playing before, Theme Park Tycoon 2, if you wanted to build a bridge, I found that one pretty simple, but as you can see, that's way too steep, so drop that a little bit, and now I'm trying to raise it again. It's a little bit too steep, although, yeah, I think something like that might work. So I've just finished that path then. It's fair to say I don't think the current pathways thing in Planet Coaster is very easy to use. Yeah, I've struggled with it a lot, and it's taken about 40 to 50 minutes just to do that queue and the exit path, which I think is a really long time considering, well, that's the sort of quality of it. But anyway, it's done now. I'm pretty much going to leave the log flume once I've done a bit more terrain around the area. So I'll add this up around the exit. As for the log flume building, I'm not doing any station buildings or anything in the game yet. I think I'm going to sort of try and watch some videos on how to use like the walls and stuff, and then I'll do station building. So that means it's time to get onto this multi-launch coaster. Here we go, coasters. Now I've got to decide on a location for this. All I know is I want a Mack multi-launch coaster, really big, and I want it to go around pretty much the entire park. So if we go here, custom, what have we got? I think it should be, here we go, launched Copperhead Strike, which is like Carowind's one. So sort of, if we have a look around where I want to put it, I'm thinking the station could be like over here. I'm thinking the big station for the ride will be here. Right, so if I raise that up, I think, what's the one for that, F? Actually, I don't want to raise it up because that means I'll have to build a pathway. So if we just go with that one there. Here we go. Right, now we can get straight into the first launch. I could do a holding section before the launch, but I'm just going to go straight into it with the LSMs. Target speed for this first piece of about 30 miles an hour. If we can get that. As you can see there, an acceleration rate, we'll go for that. Right, so if we go build that first piece, then with this next one we can go to, like, thinking what, 60 mile an hour, that'd be quick enough for what I want to do. Hopefully it will, and we'll have it accelerate a bit faster towards the end. Right, now, I already know the first element that I want to put in. I'm 100% about this. I want a non-inverted loop. Is that the smallest it'll go? I don't think it is it? There we go, we'll test that anyway, see how that goes. I'll make the train a lot longer at a later stage. Right, that's straight into the launch, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, it's not going to make it, so get rid of that. Yeah, and I think what we need to do... Can I not have a smaller non-inverted loop? Although I do want it to be a pretty big one to start the ride off. No, I can't. Right, so what I'm going to do for that then is I need another launch piece. LSMs. What speed are we going to go with for this one? I'm thinking 80, nearly. 71. And I'll really work the acceleration up there. Right, now we should be able to go into our non-inverted loop. Perfect size. Right, now let's see if that works. Just going to leave the station, straight into the rolling launch. Ooh, flying out of the station there. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, it's way too quick over there, but I do quite like that about it. Right, now, what are we going to do next? If you're wondering if this is going to have loads of inversions, yes it is, but the reason I've gone for a non-inverting loop, I just quite like the look of them really, and I think it will provide great airtime. Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, it does go over it way too quick, but I'm sure you get great airtime, so it doesn't really matter. Talking of great airtime, I think an airtime hill, which I'll blend into the terrain later, is what we need next. See, I'm literally going to have it go straight into like an ejector airtime hill. And then I guess it'll probably go sort of into the ground slightly here. Now, something I don't normally do is do the terrain as I'm going round, but I'm going to do that with this coaster. So here we go, pull it up. Actually, I'll make this a bit bigger. As you can see there. Right, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So it's sort of going to be like going up like that. Is that going to have good airtime? Wow. That's what you want from a coaster. Brilliant airtime like that. There we go, we can put this right over there. Perfect height, really. I don't want it to sort of be blocked by the sides of this hill. So that you can't see it from other parts of the park. So I'll just drop that down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that's really nice. I think I'll put a bit of terrain underneath here as well. Nothing too much. Yeah, make this quite a lot. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Wow, yeah, I like that a lot. Right, now, back on to actually building the coaster. Edit track. Right, what should we do next for it then? Come out of this airtime hill. I think another element, I'm thinking a bit of an inversion now. How much speed have we got? We've got quite a lot, I think. Actually, I'll do like a nice terrain sort of turn here, a bit of an overbank. A bit like what Hyperia at Thorpe Park does towards the end of the ride. If I put a bit of banking offset on there. Yeah, we can really sort of pull it around this bit. Thinking that's perfect. It's really going to fly over this element with way too much speed. Okay, we can sort of have this about 90 degrees. How's that looking? Is that going to be smooth? I think it's known as a wave turn officially. Yeah, that'll be fine. We can make sure this isn't got any like turning in it. And I can start to twist that back to 0 degree banking. Just like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Then we'll start to turn this way and up maybe. I could do with that being a bit smoother. So I think we'll just really twist that in. Yeah, it's a lovely speed over that element though. Go off this a minute. Do a bit more terrain for it. And yeah, I'm going to get on with building this coaster, so this video isn't about 4 hours long. Here is the time-lapse of me building the entire roller coaster. Right, so I've just finished that coaster then. I'll show you a quick POV of it now. It ended up taking a couple of hours in the end. It was a really long build, and then I added the terrain. So yeah, right, let's go on for an on-ride POV. I've not named it or themed it yet. I have put a queue line and stuff in, so is it testing? We'll set it to testing. Ride camera, and here we go. On the park's signature roller coaster. So you go through that non-inverting loop there, really nice airtime. Another airtime hill. Sort of nice whippy transition there. Couple of little pops of airtime before you head onto the main launch. This takes you into a Norwegian loop. So it's really cool there. And you got this nice turn down into a stall. Tunnel. Airtime hill. Whippy turn. Yeah, there's a lot of airtime and turns on here. There's not that many inversions. A little bit of a massive trim brake there. Into the final inversion that it crawls into. Well, that went well. It worked on the test run. I think it's because I've changed the length of train. But, yeah, that's not great. We've stalled it. Okay, we've got to fix that then. So, let's have a look at how we could. If I go back to this track editing thing. Alright, I think the problem is here in the station. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that. I'm going to edit the track. So if we press this delete button, what's that do? So no, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to do that. If we select this button here, and I should be able to extend the station. No. See, I really want to extend my station, but I can't because I've just put in pathway. Right, I better fix this. Right, so I think I've fixed that small error there. If we put it into testing now, go into the ride camera. That should work. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, I think I've done something wrong. That's cinematic. There we go, you've seen all of this bit, but anyway, we'll go through it one more time. Actually, I've not done what I needed to do. I've just realised, wow, that's smart. I need to go into operations. That's not what I wanted to do. I need a train length of 5 or more. So yeah, as you can see, that's plenty long enough. Can you not have more than a few? Don't know, because I don't think it'll work with just the 2 little cars on there. Operations. I know it doesn't work with 3, it might work with 2, although it does look a bit stupid. And it's a little bit unrealistic. So I'm not too sure on that one. I know, if I edit track, here I should be able to do that. Remove this little piece, not that one. what is it? I'm going to use this one. I'm going to select this, remove that, and I should, if I put in a station, my thing is I want to try and put entry and exit on the same side, and that might work. I'm thinking. Now, have I done that right? Oh, hang on, no, that's not right. Right, that's fine. Right, now build that. Go to utilities, block breaks. Why can't I build that? I know. Just need to hook that up. Right, there we go. That's that little bit done. Okay, right. Now I need to go to operations. Yes, you can't have more than 4, so I'm going to have to try it with 2. And if that doesn't work, then I'll just have to live with it, I guess. Right. How is it testing? Now, I really hope this works, because I've put loads of effort into it since that, bit where it doesn't make it. Like all the terrain and stuff. Yeah, so as you guys can see, it didn't even make that bit now. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do something a bit more serious to the ride. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'll have to see you guys in the next episode of Planet Coaster. Now, I'm not sure when it'll be. It'll probably be towards the end of this week or start of next week. I reckon Monday or Tuesday next week. The next one will be out. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this quite long Planet Coaster episode. And I'll see you in the next one, which I'm not sure what it'll be.